I'm Robert Bell, and we're here at the 2013 NAB show talking with thought leaders in media contribution and distribution about some of the most important trends shaping the industry, from technology shifts to changing viewer expectations. And here's what one of them had to say about the most important changes taking place today.
Well, it is positive in the fact that it's very stimulating because all of our customers have customers who want to get their content, whether it's linear, on demand, anywhere, anytime, on any device. So from our point of view, that's good. The bad news is that there's a lack of standardization, so we have a lot of experimentation and research and development that goes into trying to stay ahead of the game. For example, the Pac-12 network came into our facility last fall. They have a broad experience for their viewers and subscribers in multi-platform, multi-device distribution of all of the college sports. They have many locations, they have many games, and very passionate fans. Another example is U2 TV, which has an app that allows their viewers to actually submit content for the channel, and we're set up so that in under an hour after submission, the content could be on the air, so viewers can actually comment in near real time on things that are happening on the channel. So it's really built a brand experience both in sports and in conjunction with social media. I think it's good for our business because we have to be able to adapt to the market. In the end of the day, our customers are their customers, and as the appetite broadens and the number of devices multiply, we have to be able to adapt to that. And the challenge for us is to be able to do that efficiently so that it fits into the economic structures that these networks have to support, because not every one of these is a moneymaker right out of the gate. Yet you can't stand on the sidelines and not participate, so you have to be able to deliver that. For us, I'd say it's stimulating. We figure out where the opportunities are and we go after them, and we help our customers grow. That's what we're there for. Well, at the show you always see stuff you don't expect, so I can't predict them all, but we do spend a lot of time here. I have a lot of engineers here. We have to operate our business a little bit like a fighter pilot flies a jet. You can't react to what's happening now. You have to react to what's going to happen in the future, because in the context of getting there, we have to be able to test these technologies out, be able to enable them, integrate them into a workflow, and deliver a scalable, cost-effective solution to our clients. So to pick something out would be difficult, but these shows are great to dig out the next big idea, and the conversations we have here are really interesting. They're all market driven. So whatever their customers want is what they're trying to deliver. The customer's expectation now is that they can access anything, anywhere, anytime, on any device. And to meet that expectation with a reasonable level of quality and a standard of service that's reliable and a price that fits into a business plan, it's quite a task, but I think we're getting there, and I think that we have to be market driven. There's always the conversation about whether technology drives the market or the market drives technology, and it probably depends on where you're standing at that time as to what your opinion is. But we're gonna continue to wring this out, because I don't see the appetite for mobile content or any content backing off anytime soon. Well, I think that there's not a real good substitute for having a big footprint from a satellite. We use it for acquisition and distribution. We're getting in live events all the time. We acquire every hockey game, every baseball game, and every NBA basketball game through our facility and redistribute them on multiple platforms for our clients. We have the NHL network, we have in-demand in our facility. They're all doing online multiple plays. So for us to be able to acquire from any location and distribute to any location is a basic fundamental of our business. So, you know, the satellite technology allows us to do that without exception. It's mobile, it's fast, and we're able to deliver for our customers. So I think that's one piece of it. The other piece is we've gotten into doing a little more news support. We don't have a news channel in our building, but the techniques in sports and news are very similar from a technology standpoint. So in the fall, when the presidential debate was in Denver, we supported many news organizations with studio hits from our studio and helped them get acquisition from the venue to our facility and distribute back to their networks and integrate into their shows live. So that was a big event for us. We learned a lot, and we're continuing to do those things, and including satellite press tours for people. So those are still a big deal. Every week we've got one in there. Wow. So let's go back to 2010, just sort of to gauge this a little bit. So when we were here then, people were talking a lot about 3D and how that was going to extend, and a lot about mobile devices and how that's going to play into existing services and channels like sports. And after all the churning and burning that we've done to get to where we are, we're still solving some of those problems, but now we're starting to acquire new things like 4K. So I think what we've learned from those evolved technologies and putting them into business plans and workflows, we're starting to apply to some of the newer technologies that come around. I think we're doing a good job of staying ahead of it. I think that the technology is probably ahead of the business a little bit right now, because as distribution gets wider on more devices that are mobilized, your rights issues start to play in. Who owns what, where? And that has to be protected because these business ecosystems are fragile. The economy is better than it was in 3 years ago, but we still, I think, are very careful, and we don't want to disrupt that ecosystem. So as we look in bringing in more players and exchange from domestic and international, and layering on 4K and trying to tag social media activity to live events and put that information back out into the flow to the audience, I think all of these things are what we're going to be solving over the next couple of years. So that's where I think we're blending a lot of data, a lot of interactivity, a lot of imagery, a lot of sound into the workflows and the business plans, and those are the next 3 years' big issues, I believe.